These are the Astro A50 X, a gaming headset from Logitech, and unlike many of the other YouTube reviewers you may have seen with this headset, I did purchase these myself, so I can be completely unbiased and give you my honest thoughts. But that said, I do think overall this is a fantastic gaming headset. I am pretty much totally in love with it. However, there is one little niggle I will talk about a little later, one little concern I do have, but for the most part, I am absolutely impressed with this model. Now, in terms of price, these are obviously set at the premium market. In fact, possibly one of the most expensive gaming headsets that I have ever seen. And I did have some trepidation before I bought these. Would they be worth it? And even though I have been impressed with the features that are offered here, especially the mic quality, which I'll give you an example of later, something that is very important for me as a game streamer. Whether the cost is justified is something you will have to determine yourself, depending on what it is you need out of a gaming headset. But I would say the main selling point, the thing that really differentiates the Astro A50 X from other gaming headsets, is the included base station. Now, it goes without saying this is a wireless headset, so the way this works is it connects to that base station. But the way this is different is that the base station allows you to hook up multiple devices at any one time. For example, your PC, your PlayStation 5, your Xbox, along with Bluetooth devices as well. And once they've all been connected, you don't need to do anything other than a simple button press on the side of the headset in order to cycle through those active connections. Now, it's obvious from the get-go that the base station is itself a premium bit of kit, and it does what it is intended to do very, very well. However, that also means a big part of the cost here is that base station, and if connecting multiple devices isn't really that important to you, then the headset overall may be a little overkill. First of all, comfort-wise, absolutely fine. This is, I wouldn't say it's the most comfortable headset I've ever worn, but I don't have any problems with it. It is a little bit weightier than some other wireless headsets I've used, but even so, I can wear this all day long and it doesn't make the sides of my head or my ears ache at all. If the headset was half the cost, I would probably be praising the comfort a lot more than I am, but because of that premium price tag, I am expecting the absolute best of the best when it comes to the features here. And in that context, the comfort is better than average. However, at the start of the video, I mentioned there's one thing that worries me a little bit, and that is the build quality surrounding the adjustability of the actual headband. So the connections here are using these really small screws. I don't know how strong they are going to be long term. And the fact that there is no ratchet here makes me worry that the more you move this up and down, then it is going to wear out that mechanism and make it a little loose. I have seen other people online worried a little bit about the build quality there with these two connections. So obviously we'll need to see as the test of time progresses just how the A50X holds up in this department. But yeah, one little issue that I did want to bring to your attention. Now, in terms of the base station, I've not had any issues here with this whatsoever. I am disappointed that there are no HDMI cables included in the box, but I do have plenty of those lurking around the place myself, so it wasn't an issue for me, but obviously that's something you will need to be aware of. Cycling through the different sources as well was also very easy, simply using the button, the PlaySync button it's called, on the side of the headset. The only thing is the LEDs that light up on the base station can be a little tough to read, especially PC and PS, which are obviously quite similar wording there. So you may need to look a little closer if you can't quite tell which source you have selected. But one thing I do like for the most part is that as I turn on different devices such as my PS5, then the headset will automatically switch to the device that is detected. Now the main cable is like an all-in-one cable and it has two connections on it. One that goes to your computer using USB Type A, and the other connection, which is USB-C, is your power connection. So you can connect that into any USB port that provides 5 volts or above, again either in your computer or just into a wall socket. The magnetic connection is absolutely fine. The headset snaps on and off the base station in a very satisfactory way, and of course when it is connected it will charge automatically. The only thing I noticed is that you do need to have both sides of the headband adjustment mechanism at the same level, otherwise you can have issues trying to get that connection to work. Now the Bluetooth connection is also really easy. For example, connecting my phone here. The only thing to be aware of is that the connection is to the base station, not to your headset. So I can't just pop my phone in my pocket, walk around with the headset on, thinking I'm going to keep that strong connection. If I drift away from the base station too far, things are going to cut out. Now, in terms of the audio quality, I can definitely tell that the more premium price here has meant that Logitech have a little bit more to play with, because the 40mm drivers do pack a punch, and the HDMI 2.1 pass-through ports that connect to your gaming consoles allow that full 24-bit audio experience. And you can make adjustments to the equalizer settings through either the mobile app or the Logitech G Hub software on your PC. One thing to be aware of is that those two pieces of software do not sync, so if you make adjustments on the app, they won't carry over to the computer software and vice versa, which is a little bit irritating. However, something I'm definitely happy about is that your equalizer settings do carry across to the different devices that you use. For example, if you set the software up on your computer, change the equalizer settings to get the sound as you want it, and then change the source to your Xbox or PlayStation, the headset will retain those settings. My previous Logitech gaming headset, the G733s, did not have this capability, so if I fine-tuned the audio on those in the G Hub software and then plugged the wireless dongle into my PlayStation, the settings were not saved on the headset and it would only use the default equalizers. Again, because we're spending a little more, I feel like Logitech have gone the extra mile to make sure they're getting those things right. Now, apart from the default preset, there are two more already included that you don't have to fine-tune. They are the gaming preset and the media preset. Honestly, I found the media preset to be a decent all-rounder, and I just tend to keep that active most of the time. Now, the deciding factor for me before I spent the amount of money that these cost was the mic quality. As a live streamer on YouTube, it was really important to me that the mic quality was as best as it could be. And let's be honest, wireless gaming headsets are not known for having good mic quality. Even some of the most expensive gaming headsets you can get, the wireless versions of them, have terrible mic audio. Now, I had heard the A50X was an exception to this rule. Still a little bit skeptical. I did take the plunge, but was pleasantly surprised. The mic quality for this headset is like nothing else I've ever seen with wireless gaming headsets before. I'm talking 48 kilohertz of full bandwidth here, and again, you can adjust the equalizer settings to get the sound quality and the sound type that you want with this mic. Again, 3 presets are included, and they are the default preset, which is a good all-rounder, the competition preset, and the broadcast preset. So I'll give you an example of those in just a moment. In order to use the mic, really easy. Once it's in its upright position, it is automatically muted. Just pop that down, it's unmuted, and you are good to go. So here's a sound test for you. So this is the audio from the microphone with the default preset. Okay, so how does this sound, the default preset? Now, this is the competition preset. As you can tell, it takes out pretty much all of the bass and just make sure that the clarity of voice is coming through as crisp as it can. So this is the competition preset, which is going to be good for esports and just general gaming whilst you are chatting to teammates. And this is the broadcast preset, which, as you can hear, really brings those lows into fruition. The only thing is, the clarity here is a little less than what I would have hoped for, but it still sounds absolutely phenomenal. Again, contextually, this is a wireless gaming headset, and outside of adjusting those presets, I have done no post-processing whatsoever on any of these tests. Now, in terms of the maximum running time, Logitech are marketing up to 24 hours of battery life, so a full day's use, even if you don't get any sleep. That's without reconnecting these back into the charging station. Now, that's more than enough for my needs because, if I'm honest, I'm too old to be pulling all-nighters anymore. Then the good news is there is a USB-C port on the headphones themselves, so you can still keep them charged, even without that aforementioned charging station. So overall, I'm absolutely a big fan of the Logitech Astro A50 X gaming wireless headset. The only thing is, as I mentioned, to really get the most out of the high price that's being asked for these, you do need to be able to justify that by having your computer, PlayStation or Xbox, or preferably PlayStation and Xbox, all close together so that you can take advantage of that hub that allows you to switch sources with a button press. If you're only going to be connecting this to one device, such as a PC, then you are going to be paying a lot of money for that hub when you're not going to be getting the most out of it. But for me, that broadcast quality mic was really the main deal clincher. Being able to live stream now on YouTube with such a simple setup, just popping the headset on, taking it off when I'm done, is just such a big convenience for me that I'm absolutely in love with this headset. Never seen a headset that is wireless with a mic quality such as this before. So yes, it is a premium price, unfortunately, but if you're going to make use of some of these features, then hopefully it can be seen as a bit of an investment as well. So folks, that is my thoughts on the Astro A50 X gaming headset from Logitech. Please do share your own thoughts down in the comments below. I'll be looking forward to hearing from you guys, especially if you've used this headset, what your thoughts are of it. But thank you so much for stopping by, checking out this video. Have a fantastic day, and I'll catch you in the next one.